Hey Libra, it's Louisa Tannermunson from Focused Astrology. And yes, we are looking at June for you and how you can navigate all the energies. Now, they have been building quite a bit since the beginning of this year. And this isn't so much like health and love and money. If you're interested in that little update, go to my June playlist and look for the Louisa and Helen video where you have a little update in there. But this is more of a contextual one, but hopefully it'll set you on the right path for June and also for the next month, the next sort of 6 months ahead. So we are at a kind of midpoint of the year almost. We've got the June solstice coming up, and that I think brings in quite a lot of cleansing. Now, in terms of where it hits for you, it's in your 10th house. So it really does feel like things are going to start to move in quite a fast way in terms of raising you up. But what's behind it all? That's what I want to look at, Libra. So the first thing that I think is important to bear in mind is that since March, it feels like you've moved a little bit forwards in terms of understanding your roles and responsibilities at home, and you've been able to get on to doing more things that are really about you, to really sort of define how you are enjoying life, what you want to do. It could have been romantic. Most likely it's also been about developing a hobby. And it could also be child related because it's the 5th house. We're talking about the 5th house development that comes from having Pluto move from your 4th and into your 5th. Now, whatever it is that you've been really focusing your creative attention to, and also trying to control a little bit in terms of what you're birthing, one of the things that you're learning is that once you birth something that is really dear to you, and it goes out into the public domain, whether it's you're having a child, whether you write a book or do a song or just do a dance somewhere, the moment other people are involved, it becomes a sort of co-creation. And so one of the challenges coming up for you at the moment is you really want to enjoy your life, but you don't necessarily want to do it publicly. You don't necessarily want other people to comment on what you're doing. You just want to be free to really enjoy what's going on for you without having to think about, oh God, what happens if that person down the road checks in and sees it? So it's interesting. It's a time of courage. It's about you building your confidence and realizing that you can do it and that you can manage it. Now, other things that have been going on in terms of Saturn in your 6th house now since March, things are starting to get a little bit more organized in the way that you work and in terms of how you do things on a day-to-day basis. However, it hasn't been easy. It's been a lot of extra work. I think you've been doing a lot with not very much. And it is exhausting when that happens. And so one of the things I would say is if you're starting to feel really tired of it, it is time to start to pay attention to your health a little bit more. With Saturn going through your 6th, it is a time when we can get exhausted and worn out, but it's a time when we have to absolutely pay attention to our internal structures, not just about the structures of our life, like how we work and how we can sort of magic an extra few hours in every day, but we need to be able to magic an extra few hours worth of energy for you. And that is going to take rerouting it a little bit, rethinking it. With Chiron existing in your 7th house, you're already used to that sort of energy. But the big news, I think, for you is what's changed in this last month with Taurus with Jupiter going into the sign of Taurus. It's really bringing up this clearing in terms of family secrets, secrets that friends have had. It feels like a time when all the things that you've dared not go to, like those no-go areas, all of a sudden there's this energy cracking it open. And so there's light flooding into that part of your life where things might stay a bit closed. So this is going to create some changes. Now, like I said at the start of this, the sun is moving into the 10th this month, and that is going to activate a much bigger feeling, a much bigger sense of who you are and where you're going, your destiny, your direction. You're also much more likely to get spotted. Someone will appreciate something you're doing and be able to tell you in real time, which would be great. Now, with Mercury working the room, going in, like being in 3 signs in this month, it really does show that you are going to be connecting all the dots from what you've been learning, how you're wanting to move forwards, and also who you're doing it with. And with Venus and Mars connecting together in the sign of Leo later on this month, it actually does feel like you're going to have a lot of time to play and a lot of time to build better relationships. So I don't think you're going to have to do your destiny thing on your own. You're going to be okay. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there. I hope you have a great month ahead. I really do, Libra. Boy, do you need a little bit of light relief. So I hope you have a great month, and check in with you next month. Bye for now.